Hello. Oh my god. Sorry. There was a plugin thing that I put in incorrect, so my microphone didn't have any sound. But hello guys, good evening. How are you guys doing? It's Friday. Woohoo! I've had quite a hectic week this week, so I didn't get to stream until today. Let me talk about what happened during this week. So, hi Eddie. Oh, you want Eddie today? Eddie? Is there something wrong with my voice? Is that strange voice changing app on? Oh my god. Please tell me no. So, what happened was that Wait, am I actually talking in a strange voice right now? Because that happened once on Discord. Let me just listen. Okay, it's normal. Never mind. So, let's scroll back to, I think it was Wednesday? Friday or fine day. Friday. So, on this Wednesday, I had a battery outage, power outage in my area. And it was like, I had no power from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. And I was really desperate to shower because I shower every day. And if I don't shower, I'm like, I cannot go to bed. So I waited until 1 a.m. because I had to work the other day. And then I called the power company. I was like, hi, when is the power outage gonna be resolved? And they told me 3 a.m. I was like, okay, I will not be able to wait until 3 a.m. I'll be dead the next day. But I really want to shower. So I started to get creative in terms of getting my shower done. Let me see if I can draw it. ちょっと待って. Let me try to draw my solution. Wait. Okay, so first I went into the kitchen and I opened the fire with a candle lighter, and then I had a bowl of boiled water. How am I gonna draw this? I found the biggest bowl in my house. I boiled some hot water. There's gonna be some flame, the only flame in this house. And then I went into the shower. But there's only cold water. And I got a little seat. I was like this. With my hair. And then the biggest bucket I can find in my house. A big bucket like that. And then I poured the hot water into the cold water. And then I used that thing, my bowl, to scoop warm water so that I could wash my hair. It was tragic. I tried to figure out how to take the shower out for like almost 30 minutes. I wanted to go to the gym, but I realized I couldn't go to the gym because like the parking slot, I cannot open the door on my car in my garage because there's no battery, there's no power. And that's how I end up getting my shower done. And because of that day where I didn't have power the entire night, I kind of ignored that day. Like in my head, Wednesday never happened. There was just never Wednesday. So I always thought that today was Thursday. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna stream on Thursday, which is fine. And then I'll stream another time on the weekend. But today at work, everyone seemed a lot happier. Everyone was really happy, and they're always like, oh, have a weekend, have a nice weekend plan. Like, what are you gonna do after Friday? I was like, it's Thursday, why are you guys all hyped? Doesn't make sense. So I checked the date, and I was shocked to find that today was Friday. Today was Friday. What? I was really happy when I found out today was Friday, but then I also realized that means I didn't stream the entire week. What am I gonna do? But Luckily, at least I found out in the last moment. So that was fine. Today's gonna be a free talk, and then on Sunday, Magnum will be teaching me Thai lesson. Woohoo! That's very exciting. Today, I want to show you some of the photos I found back when I was in Thailand from the office. some of the photos that I found in the office, which are some gifts that I received. How am I gonna show this? ちょっと待って. Let me think about what's the best way. Image slideshow. It's not the photos of all the gift. It was merely the ones. I'm sad. Oh, why are you sad? It's Friday. It's Friday. Why are you sad on Friday? 大丈夫? Are you alright? You know, there's a really shocking tactic, which is when you are really sad, you can either try to physically smile or cry so that your brain would alter your emotions and make you feel better. And it works. Somehow it works. Oh, okay, maybe I'll just show it image by image. It's not all of them. The reason why keep the head up. So the reason why I took photos of the gift instead of doing a gift opening video was because that I had to take the gift in my case while I travel, and I had a lot of luggages, so I had to pretty much unpackage everything and leave the minimum amount of object left. So once I get back to Australia, everything is pretty messed up. So I only took a photo of the few that had a really clear sign on there saying that I could show this on stream. So first of all, thanks for the snacks. This is one of the snacks that I received, and I really liked it. At first, I was actually a little bit sus because I've seen a lot of people eat this watermelon milk candy, and I was like, I don't like artificial flavor of watermelon. I like watermelon a lot. I like watermelon juice. I always make watermelon crushies, but I don't like watermelon flavored candies, like the really artificial ones. So I was like, watermelon and milk candy. I don't know if I want to try it, but I kept it till the last day, and I took one out. I was like, oh my god, it tastes so good. The watermelon smell blends so nicely with the milk flavor, and I kind of like, Coffees is going to puff up Effy with the snack. Yeah, I actually finished all of the snack when I was on the holiday, like everything, because it's gonna be hard going through taking food across different countries, especially Australia. They have really strict rules about what can go in. So I finished everything. I was like, I had like 10 of them in one day. I just kept eating. And another one that I got, I think it was in the same gift package. This one. This mango one. I was told that Thai people don't like eating it that much. It's not really popular among Thai people, but tourists love eating it. And I actually really loved it. It had a really, really strong and fresh mango flavor. It's a shame that I can't buy this anymore in Australia. I really missed it. I liked it. It's tourist friendly. Very tourist friendly. What else? Oh yeah, this is the gift from Dreamery. It's open to it's okay to open. I'm so sad. I had to throw away all the packaging, like the packages. Health is always good if you do not check it. Like wait, so eat it all. I've checked it. I'm fine. How do I spin this? Oh yeah, this is better. I like the bird light so much. So you see that little birdie? I think they really look like coffees, right? I have a glass display in my bedroom, and I put all of the coffee the coffee gifts in that glass display. So these two are in there and they're acting as little lights, which works perfectly in a display. They're not dolls, they're actually lights. There's this little button at the bottom and then it would glow up. Woohoo! And these two are not identical. I think they're a pair. There's also this really cute cup. This is the bad part about a photo. The angle sometimes makes it unclear, but it's like a little cat paw shaped cup. It's really cute, especially when you put milk and coffee in it, and then you have like the white undercolor and the cat patterns on there, and then it looks like a little tiny white cat paw. It's my favorite. One of my favorite coffee cups that I use nowadays because it's small. Do you like durian? No! I have very complex feeling about durian. I like the taste of it, but I can't handle the smell. I really like the taste. When I taste durian for the first time, before the smell came in, I was like, ooh, this fruit tastes so good. And then the smell was like, bleh, bleh. It tastes so good, but bleh. Tastes so good, but bleh. I know some people like the smell of durian, but I really can't handle it. What I hate about durian is that all of my friends likes eating durian, and you know the smell of durian is very intense. So I went to a cake shop last week. I ordered a strawberry cream crepey cake, and my friend, she ordered durian cake. Once she starts eating it, I could smell the durian and it mixes with my strawberry. So, I don't like durian. But I can definitely understand why people like it. I wish I could handle the smell of durian because it tastes really nice. I like the food. Skill issue eating durian. I heard that I've actually tried multiple times eating durian, including fresh durian, frozen durian, durian cake. What was the last? The last one I tried out was durian ice cream. I think the fresh durian is a little bit easier to accept. I just had to like block my nose, but everything else is a little too strong, for me. I think there's also fried durian. God. But I don't think I received any durian gifts. Oh yeah, and I also received some arts, like this one, really cute letter. Dai Hun. I'm really bad at pronouncing name, ain't I? I remember the letter, and this is the art. Chibi 神月 kawaii ne. There's also this one. I really like this crying series of everyone in ARP. I've seen it on Twitter. There's like one each for each member. Mecha kawaii. I didn't know there's a standee too. Will be a messy nursery class. Why is it a nursery class? Oh right, chibi babies. I used to be a really nice kid. My mom said that. Apparently when I was a kid, I don't cry. I'm not demanding. I just sleep all day. And I find my own fun. The only naughtiness of myself as a kid, when I was a kid, was that emphasis on used to. Never mind. Anyways, my mom said I was a really chill kid, and she just had to throw me outside, and I would just start climbing all kinds of things. Like I'd climb the roof, I'd climb trees. So I often broke my leg and break my arm. The younger I was, the easier it was to take care of me. I used to be a really introvert, shy little girl who was scared of speaking. And then I turned into a monkey. That's what my mom said. And then I turned into a monkey. I like digging dirts. I like climbing trees, and I break my arm every once in a while. Have I shared the story about myself breaking both of my arms and one of my legs? So this is in either primary school. I think in primary school. So the story all started when I broke my arm. I broke my arm because I was doing some kind of gymnastic at the time, like cartwheels, playing on the monkey bar. Hello Effy, hello chat, drop by before sleep, have fun stream, good night, have a nice dream. So I did gymnastic when I was in primary school, and I broke one of my arm, I think my left arm, while doing gymnastic, and I had one arm, 2 legs left. And then I was playing like a hide and seek or something with my friend. I don't know how it ended up like that, but we were holding hands and we were spinning, and then she let go, or maybe both of us let go, and then I broke my other arm. So at this point, I couldn't go to school anymore because I have one arm freshly broken. One arm, maybe like 1 week in the healing process, so it's getting better, but it was still not fully healed. I had no arms to use, and I couldn't go to school, so I stayed at home for 1 week. And during that 1 week, I had no arms, but I was still decisive that I wanted to go outside and I don't know, have adventures. I used to go in bushes, like the Australian bushes. I was like, I think I saw like a wild rabbit, and then I followed it around, and then I somehow tripped over. Oh yes, I remember. I was jumping off something high, like maybe staircases. I don't go down stair by stair. I just jumped off all of the staircases, and because I didn't have my arm, so my balance was not as good as I expected. So I then broke one of my legs, and at that point I had 1 leg left. Luckily, the right arm that I broke was like not really fully broken. It was like more like hurt than broke, so it was pretty much okay to use 3 days afterwards. Are you trying to gather some accomplishment? Break it all. No, I was just adventurous. Yeah, and I got in a lot of trouble. I got the nickname of like the wild monkey from my mom after that activity, and she would tease me throughout my entire primary school when I tried to do something dangerous. She'll be like, "Oh, wild monkey breaking her arm again." And she also thought that I deliberately broke my arm and my leg because I wanted to not do my homework. Which was not true. Deserved the nickname. Come on. Like everyone had that period of time, don't they? Bye. Okay, bye-bye. Have a nice day. I actually broke a lot of my body parts when I was primary school because I like gymnastic, and gymnastic is a little bit dangerous, and I quit gymnastic because I wasn't brave enough to continue doing it. But it's fun. All of my blisters on my hand has disappeared as I grown up, which is a good thing. Oh yes, I did mention that I would do a tutorial on how I made my Vroid video, if you guys remember. Where is the video? ちょっと待って. Let me see if I can find that short. So, if you guys want, I will go through the tutorial on how I managed to make my Vroid model and how to get it moving. So, does it make your bones stronger? What does not break makes you stronger, right? Actually, no. That is not true. The more you break your bones, like, or your elbows, wherever you break it, it's easier to repetitively get hurt. So, it does not make you stronger. More like it makes you weaker. Especially if you break the same spot all over and over again. And my case, it's not really breaking the bone. What do you call it? It was more like dislocation, like where you dislocate your joint. There was a few times where actually it was a bit more severe, but it was just dislocation, so you can pretty much recover like a week 2 weeks. And especially with dislocation, the more you do it, the easier it is to dislocate. What was I gonna say again? Oh yes, how I made my Vroid model. Because I think it's quite fun, really, to make the Vroid model. Broken limb is way better than denotate a bomb in the middle. What? What? Let me see if I can open up Vroid. Give me a little bit of time. ちょっと待って. Okay. Oh, where's my chat? Wait, where's my chat? あれ? Where's chat gone? Oh. I'm trying to find my chat back. Okay, got it. So this is the application that I use to make the Vroid model or like 3D model. It's a really easy application, almost like playing a game where you're creating your avatar. I'm not very good at this, but it's more like a basic tutorial about telling you what you can do with this application. I'm not gonna open the one that I've already created. Let's start from something new. So there's some default sample models that you can start to build with. And this is all like this. On the right hand side, it's the parameters where you can change different things like the eye size, the distance, positions. Everything is like making your avatar in a game. But there's just more option that you can choose from. And there's also different default face sets, which is different art styles, I believe. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This eye position is a little bit. Let me change the position. Yeah, that's better. Some presets. It's like Sim but more advanced. Yes. You can also go into more detail. So this is the full face together. There's also an eye set. Now this is not going to look like your model if you just change the color of it. What you'll have to do, which is replacing the material, which is the most important part about making a 3D model. Easy, you say. It can go real deep, but not as deep as Blender though. Actually, the best way to make a 3D model, or like easiest way, is probably to use both a Vroid and then export it and then put it in Blender. It would make it easier so that you don't have to go from scratch. But yeah, if you actually want the physics to work properly, the bone sets to be properly, you would have to use Blender. But as a beginner with no entry level about how to make model, definitely use Vroid. You don't need any preset skills to do anything. So what makes everything unique is in the texture. For example, start editing without saving. For example, this is on the right hand side, you can see this is the texture. So what we are seeing here in the iris. And if you change here in the materials, you would see it reflected on the model. For instance, if I want a character to look like me, to look like my model, I could replace this with my eyes. So you can see this eye that I have right now is exactly the same as my live 2D model. So what you can do is you can take the layer of the iris and then copy and paste it over. You want it to be the exact same size of the original material. If you can see, I actually had it as the same size. The size. Oops. Why is it not importing? Import. So it's exactly the same size. You don't want to go outside, because if you go outside, it could be a little bit unexpected. You export this file and then just replace your iris in there with the same size, and then you can have your DIY irises. Everything else follows the same rule. For example, I have eye highlight. I can replace this with my highlight. You can draw in here. You can mirror it, but it's probably easier if you exported it and like really huge highlight as an example. It's probably easier if you exported it into Photoshop and or maybe even into your iPad using Procreate to make the changes. This is my highlight for my eyes. You can see it's exactly the same as my model. Let's make a coffee. Let's make a coffee as a real person, just to entertain. I want to go back to the presets. Hello, welcome. Coffees are gonna have white hair, right? Oh no, I can't handle this preset. Why is it like this? Why is it like this? Back to model selection. Don't save. Maybe this is not a good default model. Maybe this one's better. Avatar sample A. Okay, from sample A, we're gonna make coffee. If coffee was a person, what's wrong with the face? Why is the default face like this? Why is the default face like this? Oh my god. Oh. No, it's not because of the shape. Why is the face so long? Is there something wrong with the eye setting? Okay. Let's do a basic face first. Let me remove the bang so I can see the face clearer. How do I do that? Okay, no hair. Oh, actually it looks kind of nice. Looks okay. I use GIMP for texture painting. Poor man way. What's GIMP? I'm not very familiar with these applications. So X is how long the eyes is, Y is just how tall the eyes is. Are we gonna make coffee a girl or a boy? Let's make it a girl for now. Coffee will have the same eyes as Effy. The same iris as Effy. Maybe a different highlight. Wow! Look at the sparkly! Open source 2 for photo editing, I believe. Oh, I think you can change the color. I actually like this highlight. Very otome. Very shoujo. Coffee are gonna have shiny eyes because they love to study. Next. Scalar. Ah, this is the shadow of the eyes. Eyebrow. We're gonna have white hair, so we're gonna have some white eyebrows. I like this one. It's long and slim. Elegant. Yeah, I don't see much different here. Ooh. I like this one. The eyelashes is really long. Damn. We will look like old person in the end. No, I promise you, you won't. You have to trust Effy. What if I make the eyelashes white? It doesn't seem to change. Oh, because I don't actually have any eyelashes. Oh, wow. Ooh, okay. Some sassy white eyelashes and some sassy white eyelashes. don't know. Maybe it's too light. Nose. You guys all have the same nose as me. Mouth. I can't see much difference with the mouth. The Vroid default mouths, they all don't look that nice, to be honest. Ah, I like this one with the sparkly lipstick. Since we're having like white hair, maybe a cooler tone lipstick. Cheek, the blushes. Little pinker. Wow, this is very pink. Maybe this one, because this one goes high up. I feel like the position of the blush is a little bit too like low. It would look better if it was higher up. Maybe I can try removing some of the brush in the bottom. Oops, I want to do it on both sides. So you can make the edit on the model or the texture directly. It's more like easier visually if you do it on the model, because sometimes you can't really find where exactly the model corresponds to. This is very intense. Can I change the opacity of the layer? Layer opacity. Yeah, okay. Light blush. Save as new item. So if you save it as new item, you can call that texture that you pre-saved, like how I called the iris material from before. I inputted a really pale skin because I tried to match the color of the model with my skin color of my model. You can see we have matching colors. I'm gonna have white hair anyway. It's fine to make the skin pale. But I did realize that if you have the skin too pale, it doesn't show up well in a MMD. All of your facial features are gonna be quite blurry. And there's also a preset of hairstyles. You will need to do some alterations. We are wearing face mask at this point. そうかもね. What kind of hairstyles would Coffee be? It's just some light concealer. Start from the fringe. Maybe Coffee can have this hairstyle because it's similar to mine. Let me try to study my bird. Actually, this one might be quite cool. I'm gonna have a look at this one for now, because it's somewhat interesting. You can also change the texture of the hair. It would make quite a big difference. But I will talk about that in a bit, because that is a little bit harder. You can find free online textures. If you search stuff like Vroid hair texture, MMD hair textures, you can generally use them for all kind of 3D model. I use MC Power Toy to just pick screen color and go with it. But the texture would affect how the shadow works. Like for example, some textures, the shadow will be very obvious or very strong, while others, it's not as obvious. Ooh, I like long hair. This is starting to look like Dream. This is starting to look a little bit like Dream. Ooh, I like this. Coffee avatar. If Coffee was human with messy hair. Maybe we should make Cuffy look... Maybe we shouldn't give Cuffy a gender because it could be both girl or a guy. Let's pick a hairstyle that's gender neutral. Let's make Cuffy Sota. Let's make Cuffy a Sota. これもかわいいね。ツインテール。What's this? Oh, a ponytail. A smaller twin tail. Ooh. This looks like a Samura. A Shota Samura. I actually like the ponytail. You can differentiate male Cuffy and female Cuffy by changing the ponytail on and off. これかわいい。これかわいい。This is so cute. This is so fluffy and cute. Aww. Aww. But I like ponytail. Let's do ponytail. What's this part? Side. Ah. Since we have short hair in the front, maybe it's better without a side. Ooh, or this one. Nah, doesn't look as cool as I expected. Well, this one's kind of cool. This braid. Fluffy bird. I've heard someone call this ahoge. I heard someone call this a cockroach ahoge. I cannot unseen it as a cockroach ahoge anymore. Ooh, look at that little curly ahoge. Maybe this one is more bird-like. Extra. Is that supposed to be cat ears? Effy hair is really ×3 sick and look candy-like. For me, it's quite my hair is tasty? Kawaii. Oh, this is really cute. We're making the hair more and more messy at this point. This is the one I was using. Effy can use this one. You know, the messy hair reminds me of Animal Crossing. I'm removing the base. Oh, it doesn't help. You see that brown thing that's showing out? I don't like that. I really want to remove it, but seems kind of hard. I wonder where that brown thing is, which layer the brown thing is at. But if you want to make more unique hair, like make your own hairstyle, if you don't have it anywhere here, you will need to go into edit hairstyle. And this is where things gets a lot more complicated. There's a procedure hair guide, but I don't recommend using that. You recommend using freehand hair guide. If I just add a freehand hair guide, you can change the hair materials here. And these ones are the ones that are already included. Maybe the fringe is easier. So these are already included in the preset that we were using just then. So how this works is that when you try to draw a hair, it would follow this green mapping. And the selection allows you to alter the mapping. For example, if you can make it go all out like a UFO. And if you paint the brush, it would be like this. The easiest way that I found how to create hair in Vroid is first you find a hair set that's pretty similar to your original hair. And then you try to add or remove parts based on it. And it's more clear if you actually drag the green part out, and then you can, once you make the hair set, you can drag it back in. How do I make a bowl? For instance, if I have a little bowl like this, I want to draw a hair set here. You can change the size and shape of the hair that you draw. Tentacle hair. Yeah, pretty much. If you use selection, click on the hair, you can change the texture parameters. Oh, this is starting to look like poops. Ugh. You can change the position of it on this green section. You can change the width, the thickness, like how hair that strand of hair is. Twist intensity. Do you want it to be curly? Want it to be curly or not? Smoothness, if your hair is shiny or more rough. And also the shape of the hair. This is probably not the best example. This is where you change the hair texture. For example, on the right, it's what the hair texture looks like right now. I can try replacing it with another hair texture. For example, this one is the hair texture that I use. It's not very... It doesn't have a really strong shading in there, so it looks more animated. There's also more realistic hair, like this one. If I move this back in. Hello, welcome. Move. I want to move this entire set. So now this would be a part of the hair. Actually, this looks like a decoration. Since you can only do DIY presets in the hair section, I know a lot of people make accessories with the hair. For example, I made my hair clips of my Crackit Effy model with hair. Like the hairpins. You can treat this as a... I don't know. A flower. A hairband. Oh, yes! You can also rotate and resize it. Let's make it a hairband. How does this work? Resize it. Resize it. It's actually a little bit hard to resize because there's like X and Y. Okay. It's a small size now. Now let's move it to the ponytail. Yeah? What is it doing? What is happening? Oh, I'm still on resize. Move it here. Here on the ponytail. Move it down. And then rotate. Rotate it. You're gonna have to play with it a little bit before you understand how these X and Y's work. But trust me, this is a lot easier than Blender. Resize it. How do I... This is so hard. I don't understand. I feel a little bit dumb right now. How do I fit it perfectly as a hairband? I think the hardest part for me is understanding all the different angles. Because it looks like it fits in one angle, but then it doesn't fit in another. Resize, let me make you smaller. Anyways, this is still somewhat a hairband. Maybe I should make it thicker so it stands out more. I don't know. Width? I make it really thick. Thick. Thickness ratio. Ooh. It looks strange, but close to a. Ah, I know. I need to duplicate this. If I duplicate this and then move it, like that, it would be thicker. Yeah. It's close. It's close enough. Close enough. Mm, it's sad that it's not free-handed completely. It looks like making a model in Blender Studio. Nobody's gonna see it when it moves. Nobody's gonna see it. Oh. Well, we could give it a little try. A further, oops. I do not understand. I've just made it worse. I've just made it disappear. Oh god. Huh? Making hair accessory is hard. That's all I'm going to try. Look, rod scale is applied object space, not a curve. This is just me nerding out here. You don't need to worry about it. I attempted to try Blender, but it was too hard for me to understand. Oh yeah, these are some of the presets I made. This is the first one I tried out. The red string is also hair. And then I slowly changed it. The reason why they look the same and there's so many of it is because I edited the hair bounce. I think the hair bounce is like the bone. How should I explain the bone? The bone is like live 2D, you know how we have physics and my hair moves? This is a group and there's also gonna be like bone group 1 is the area that is selected. There should be another one. Or maybe not. Oh yes, this little angle thing. It means that this particular group, colored in this green color, it's gonna move with these little arrows. This is gonna be like very much in Blender. And the fixed place is where it would start moving. So this part above is not going to move. Only everything down here is going to move. The stiffness is how much it's gonna wobble and shake. If you have the stiffness high, it's probably not gonna move much, which you do want that around the fringe. You want the longer hair to be a little less stiff, I believe. But more details, I am not familiar. You know how to use it, even YouTube can't help. So now I'm gonna learn from you. Don't learn from me. I tried to learn this in 2 days, so it's very starter. I can't really do a lot of these things myself, but it's like a simplified version, only aim to do the minimum amount of effort. So you can find for hair materials, you can find hair materials depending on what style you want. If you want it more realistic, more animated, you can find free hair materials online pretty easily. As for the biggest change and the easiest is definitely the iris material. Just like select your own iris from maybe either a Live 2D or a picture and just paste it, stuck it in the same size as the preset materials. I think that the most difficult part is gonna be the hair and the costume. Oh, and then you can edit the height of coffee. When I make coffee, oh, what's the masculine height and feminine height? I don't understand. Maybe its proportion is different? Let's make coffee 170. Oh, not 176. 170. 晚上好 Hello 晚上好 Body size. Body size? Is that not the same thing as height? Head width. I think the head width, you can make it bigger if you want to make a chibi model, like a short chibi model. Bird and Vroid is really nice, very well placed, and deform is also decent, no brain needed. Yeah, I recommend if you create your own hair set, just use auto generate bone or turn the bone off. I recommend actually not using bone on your fringe because Vroid physics is not very well. So once it starts moving, it would go through your body, and you really don't want your fringe to be flying all over the place when you put it in an MMD. So I actually had to delete my bone of my fringe in my second trial. So just have the bone set of like the longer parts behind. And maybe the side. But not the fringe. Leave the fringe or make it very, very stiff. I think you can change the bulba size, but the maximum isn't that big. Show Adam's apple? We can give Effy Coffee Adam's apple? Woo! Wow! Can we give Coffee both Adam's apple and boobs? Softer collarbones basically makes it disappear. Oh, chest size. Byung. I think that's too big. If Coffee's gonna be a shota, it will have to be flat. Yeah, I don't alter too much of this. I think the preset is pretty well. Leg seems a little bit too thin. I don't know why. Maybe the head is too big? Maybe the head is too big in this proportion. Head size. Ugh, that's tiny. Maybe like this. 你会说汉语吗？会呀，会呀。你可以打中文。And then my favorite part, and also my least favorite part, changing the outfit. There's some preset outfit, but there's very limited alterations you can do. You can't really change the shape of the outfit. You basically have to paint on top of it if you want to make clothes. But there's some interesting ways of altering outfits. Like if I want to alter this, you can take the jacket off, I think. Wait, where's the jacket? Oh, there's this bug that I found out with Vroid. But there's a fix to it. So basically, if you use preset outfits in Vroid, the part where it's covered up, like under the sleeve, it's actually empty. Basically, your body would disappear. And if you try to like take this hoodie part off, you would find that you have lost parts of your arm. This could be resolved in an application called, I think it's a free app on Steam. It's called like Vroid Outfit Designer. So theoretically, you should just export a Vroid model without any clothes on, and then afterwards add the clothes back on with that application. Me and my old VTuber friends try to make models, but I stopped them before do it. But now I watch your channel and want to go be a VTuber again, but I'm not good at making models. My old one is gone. I think 3D model, honestly, the face isn't gonna be as good, but it's definitely a great starting point to start experiencing doing VTubing. It's a lot cheaper than Live 2D. I think you can also make your Vroid model and maybe pay someone to improve it, or pay someone to make the hardest part, like the outfit, and you can make the own face and the base of it. But yeah, so you can put this in Photoshop and like change the color. I'm not gonna do it now. But yeah, you see, you can color it on here or you can color it on here. The sad part is that if you pick a clothes, when you edit the texture, you don't really want to draw outside of the texture. It would be buggy, but you would be able to remove some of the textures. Like, oops, how do I remove? If I want to make this jacket long coat shorter, I could erase it. Wait, it's not letting me erase it. Why is this? Musagashi. Here. I'll be able to erase it into a shape that I like. And if you want to do some coloring, like, but I don't have that much money. If you don't have that much money, you can definitely try doing it yourself. You don't really know. You don't need any background knowledge. You're gonna have to spend time trying, but it's worth it. It's fun. I think it's fun. It's almost like playing a game. You can use So a problem I encountered was that I do not understand how the texture is applied to the model. Like, for example, if I want a belt on my dress, I don't know where to add that belt. A good way I found was to like draw here and use that as a marking, so when you export it, you'll be able to see this pink line, and then you can add the belt where the pink line is. That's how I did with my Crackhead model. Hi honey, hello, welcome. I'm not gonna save this. Let's just use the default outfit. What is Coffee going to wear? What are some interesting presets? I heard that Vroid is going to have a preset mermaid tail, which I'm really looking for. Ooh, I like this. I like this. It's kind of fancy but cute too. Butler vibe. Ooh, nice. There's also some Chinese styles. Quite pink. I like it. Classic white dress. Maybe pick a preset that's already quite similar to your model and make the minimal amount of editing. Vroid actually delete unnecessary thing when you export, so 5 to 10 layer of things is no problem for potato PC. Ooh, I like school uniform. Oh, actually, I like this one too. It's hard to pick. Oh, this is so cute. There's also some dresses. This reminds me of Vocaloid somehow. It's very like clean. 好的，因为我想练习汉语，而且你会说英文是好录练习说话给你。对不起，要是这个句子的语法错误。It's alright. That's great. I'm so happy that you guys practice languages with me. You are น่ารักขอบคุณค่ะขอบคุณนะคะ Oh, actually, do you guys like this Chinese style dress? Or this dress? Both of them are really cute. Ooh. Oh. This is kind of kakoi. She doesn't need a sword. It just needs another sword. Yukata. School uniform. Classic white dress. Classic blue dress. Casual clothes. Maid outfit. Am I gonna give Cuffy maid costumes? Definitely not. You guys are my little precious babies. Ooh, kawaii. Maybe this one. This one is fancy, but also not that gender specific. Now you can give it nail polish. 你会说泰语？萨瓦迪卡。A little bit of Thai. Maybe not this glove. I think there's rings. No rings. Yeah, kakoi rings. This is the few accessories that they give you. Inner top. The clothing system is heavily relied on texture painting and texture masking. So if you can't paint, you can do anything in Vroid. You don't really even have to paint. For example, I pretty much just copy and pasted my Crackit outfit and blended it in with my with the texture of Vroid. It's very messed up, but from afar, it's not gonna be that obvious. You can also mix and match some of the existing textures to make it easier, the minimal amount of painting. Ah, cute boot. I don't have Photoshop open at the moment, so there's really limited things I could change. Especially like for changing colors, it would be really easy if you put this costume's texture into Photoshop and change that blue in a different color, like pink or green. You can probably just Google up Photoshop how to change color, and there's gonna be a lot of tutorials that you can use. Who said that coffee is gonna look like old people? No way, I'm not gonna make you guys look like old people. You have to trust Effy. Is this not cute? 可愛くないの? めっちゃ可愛いでしょ? The necklace is in the neck accessory. What is this? This is what Lata likes. Fancy gem. The cloth is already quite fancy. I like it without the necklace. There's very limited default accessories, and you can edit the texture, but I don't know. Not a fan of this system. Frame shape. Oh, you can change the frame shape? I didn't know that. Oh, that's better. Better than I thought. Oh. あら、これができる? But no, I will not let those glasses take away those shiny eyes. Rabbit ears? Oh, you can have both? Oh god, that's intense. Birds with cat ears and rabbit's ear. No, definitely no. Remove them all. Yeah, there's no accessory that I really like in Vroid, which is a shame. Ah! My phone ran out of battery! Ah! My laptop is not moving! I'm sorry. My face is not moving anymore. I'm so sorry. But once you complete your model, you can look at how it moves in this little camera. And the pulse. You can check the hair physics with this wind. It would blow it up. Now that I see, you can probably edit your fringe. I probably had my bones incorrectly. I probably did not set this part to be still, so it was just flying everywhere. is why wind? Okay, blowing from below. Oh, 面白いね. Give it a little bit of wind. Lighting? What lighting does it have? Oh, no. You can probably... Your camera uses a battery. Yeah, my camera uses a battery. My phone ran out of battery. And then you can make it move. This is the best part about a 3D model is how you can move it a lot more in terms of the body. かわいいでしょ? Woohoo! Hoo-yah! These are all the default ones. There's a lot of presets in here. I think you can get this in VR chat. I don't know why some of my message is not showing up. Is there a lag with the message, or is it actually just not showing up? Looks like a character that you cannot guess age. But see, you see how the physics of Vroid is not really good. Like the skirt breaks apart if the movement is too big. Now I will be playing game, but always up in your life. Arigato, have fun in your game. Tired. Too much exercise. Victory! Woohoo! I think you can use face tracking of 3D Vroid model with VCE. I know there's quite a lot of apps you can use. Damaged. Lost. Oh no! What is going on with your model? My phone ran out of battery. I just charged it back, so it's back moving now. Please do not get into animation in 3D. It's as painful as 2D animation. Okay, so a funny joke. After I gave a try with Vroid, I did try Blender, but I gave up. Now I'm trying 2D animation. Maybe sometime in next month, maybe, I don't know. It's taking long. It's taking long. I'll probably be posting a short with like AE After Effects. I'm learning. Learning is painful. It's fun but painful. I'm gonna export this and then I'm gonna move to the next application. Which is how you do MMVs. Export. So you want to save this. If you don't save it, it would not auto save and you'll have to start from the beginning like what I did last time. So you want to save it and then you want to export it. The skirt is glued to the leg so it moves with the leg. Tie. The minimum amount of clothes, or like the shorter the clothes it is, the less possibility of it to have bugs. Pants are also a lot better than skirts. For me, creative things are painful in general. I like learning, but I do like speed learning. Like I try to learn it in 2 days, and then I try to create some kind of product, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done with it. I'm good. It's just all about experiencing new things. Export as VRM. And then you can export it as a VRM, which is basically a Vroid model. You can put it in for face tracking. You can put it in for animation. I'm gonna not show myself putting in the info just in case it shows my phone number and my email number in that manual. It doesn't. Luckily it doesn't, but just in case. Just to be safe. for some reason, a lot of the Vroid related content, there's applications out there, but there's not a lot of tutorials. Or the tutorials are not very detailed, so it's a little bit painful trying to read through the manuals. Oh, it's slow. Very slow. Let me open my next application. ちょっと待って. The next application that I use, which looks like MMD but easier, is called VRM Live Viewer. You can't use MMD models in there. Is MMD model PFX or something? But anyways, you can only use VRM, but you can use the motion, face tracking, and camera, and stage from MMD. So it's easy to find free resources too. I don't like the application though. I like it because it's free, but it's not very clear to me on how to use it. It's a little bit messy. This is why YouTube always deletes my chat. Did you say something in your chat? Did you get censored by YouTube? Okay, so this is the VR viewer. This is the default stage that it has, and then you import the VRM from here. I think. Here. Do not judge my naming. I have really bad naming. I'm gonna hide it. It's embarrassing how I name my models. I name it like Effy Crackit 1, Effy Crackit 2, Effy Crackit Test. So we import the coffee model. Here we are. This is the model that we have just created. Why is it? And then you can see where it is right here. I don't know. I downloaded this as English, but it turned out Japanese. Background looks like audition game. Yeah, it's blinding. Where's my mouse? So you can use T-pose. T-pose is like the default pose where you can have a close look at your model. Woohoo, kawaii ne? Can I ask you some question, Effy? Sure. See, it suddenly starts playing music. I'm really scared. Ah, right, I remember. So these three, CRS, Mirai, Kagura, are the default stages in this application. Or like the default movements, so you don't have to do anything and then you can already make it dance straight away. You would have to credit them though. There's also a few default stages like CRS, this CRS. How could I connect to ARP server? There's an ARP server? And then you can manually move the camera. You can also input camera. Where it would shift the camera for you. Oh, service. There's an ARP service? I'm so sorry, I don't know what an ARP service is. And then you can pause it. I think you can have two people, like another character in here. But I've never tried it. Maybe I can try it now. I think we can make Effy and Coffee dance together. Or maybe not. How does this work? Wait, how does this work? Ah! It's so hard to use. Ah! How do I add an extra one? Oh, you can also move it. But yeah, I don't like the UI. The UI is very, very, very messy. How do I add? Maybe I have to do it full screen? I know you can add 2 characters, but I don't know how. I don't really know how to do that. Okashi. But essentially, the UI looks very game-like somehow to me. Yeah, but in a bad way because I do not know what they do. They look very, very messy. You'll just have to click around. The few ones one of them that you're gonna use a lot is this load model and then change background. So this little file-like thing. You click on this button and then it would open you, allowing you to import ARM, motions, background, image, and music. These are all Japanese, but I can't. My computer doesn't read Japanese properly. And you can download these. You can download these models from free MMD websites. Just remember to credit properly. Are you allowed to answer some random questions about ARP? Oh, okay. If I know them. I think this is girls, right? What is this application name? It's called VRM Live Viewer. I'm gonna close it for now because I'm not familiar with this application either. Let me type the name so in case anyone actually wants to use it. The next application, I think it's called Praise People Who Make Free Things, Chai. Did you use a proposal to be in ARP? No, I don't think so. I think I think you can say this. Everyone in ARP are pretty much invited by people they know, so there's no audition. Another free application called Vroid Clothing Maker. I don't know. Is this gonna be alright to stream? The UI is not that messy compared to other 3D programs with million menus and buttons. I like the UIs and they have word on them and not just the icon because I don't remember the icons. So you could export a model from VRM without any clothes, just the undies, and then add clothes on there. Dress up, like a dress up game. How do I dress up? Edit? These are some public free clothes that other people made. These are all made based on the shape that's provided in default, just changing and editing the texture. Okay, this is a fun example. You can see the clothes, my boob is bigger than the clothes. So I have to edit this. And on the left hand side, you can see, ooh, you actually can't see. Let me move my screen capture a little bit. Can I upload Blender models in this? I'm not too sure if you can upload Blender models in the Vroid Clothing Maker, But you can definitely put a Vroid model into Blender and fix a lot of the bugs that are created defaultly by Vroid, especially the physics. But then you have to put it in Unity to add in... Wait, so you have to have Vroid exported and then put it in Blender and then put it in Unity to have the perfectly correct physics. And that's too difficult for me. Scale. Chest. I think it should be chest. Oh, or maybe not. Wah. 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 Oh. Oh, yeah. Upper chest. You kind of have to edit it so that it fits, but it does not fit perfectly a lot of the times. Like you can see right here, if I move it bigger, it would just go straight across. Kagura clothes. Wow! 마지네! Not the fluffy one. Welcome to the scene of fiction. Welcome to joining my membership. Arigato! Kopunka! You can make the undie transparent. There's nothing under it, don't worry. That is true, but I still like to keep it. Thin skirt. This is funny. This is funny. You see these two, they're based on the same model. They're just changing the texture of it. Ah, this boob. I've made my boob too big, have I? I've made my chest too big. God save me. How am I gonna fix this? God save me. Another one. Have I made my boobs too big? Oh, okay. This one seems to be working. Oh, okay. This is working. But yeah, and then you can export this. It's also easier to make clothes in here. There's a lot of presets. But you still have to upload the textures. I am a 2 years 3D artist, and you? I'm not a artist. I don't know anything. You can export this and then make the changes in Photoshop and just put it back in. I think that's pretty much all that I know. I don't really know a lot because I only spent 2 days. But these are just some applications you can try put in. Vroid clothing maker, and then put it in VRM live viewer. There's other applications, but these are the 3 that I tested out that are best for beginners that have no prior knowledge like me. The most important concept to understand here is pretty much material, which is the things that you stick on the 3D models. Quite a lot of info you learn in a short time. So the model is not made by me. I mean, the Kraken model is made by me, but there's gonna be a lot of preset that I use. It's not like making everything out of nowhere. A bit clunky, but it works. Yeah. So. Utilize the preset. Okay, let's back on the turkey. Oh, I'm tired now. I feel like I'm bad at explanation. I'm bad at explaining things. Maybe if I'm free, I will do more of Vroid model of other people's from ARP. I'll beg them. Can you please give me your eyes from Live 2D? Please? I wanna see. I think you did fine. Arigato, kapunka. I think you can only be really good at teaching something when you fully understand it. In the case of me, where I don't really understand what I'm doing exactly, my explanation is going to be messy. the stream is going to end here. I'll be streaming again on Sunday with a collab with Magnum, and Monday I'll be reading out the text and voice messages that I have received earlier. I'm really excited to see them. I actually haven't checked it out yet. Let me have a look. How many replies have we got? Yay! We have 12 replies already. Oh, and we have people singing. I'm so excited to hear it. If you haven't already posted any questions to me, I did share a Google form to receive some of the messages and voice messages from you guys. It could be anything, as long as it's appropriate. Okay, don't send me things that are going to be censored. But you can share your thoughts, questions from me, or even songs that you sing, or even you want me to sing along with, or a story that you write. Anything. You can send me anything as long as it's appropriate. Bye guys. Have a nice weekend. See you on Sunday. 짠해. Why is it like this? Why is the screen like this? It's because my last stream is vertical. Wait, let me fix this. Pretend you don't see. Pretend you're not seeing. Pretend you're not seeing. Okay. I think it might be easier if you message them on Twitter. I believe the staff song check Twitter more frequently than Facebook. Not Twitter. X. The staff songs have their own Twitter account, so you can probably comment under the staff songs Twitter if you want a more quick response like my Lapis.